This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
All right.
So we're playing, it even tells me, you are playing the Stanley Parable.
Yes, you are.
This is a game you've been telling me I need to play.
It's a great game. Everyone should play this.
I know nothing
and
about
this is a game with no wrong answers. You cannot fail.
Oh, is this the game where you said that I just make decisions and just go?
Yeah, no, you do. If you think, I wonder what would... This is the game that allows you to fully experience the idea of, I wonder what would happen if I did this.
Okay, perfect. I like that the mouse is in the
game's motto that will come up during some loading screens is, the end is never the end.
Okay. Yes, because I remember you when we were playing Undertale, you said...
This is a game, there is a million endings to this game.
Yes, you told me about this one when we were playing Undertale, and it was like, go in the elevator, and I went, nope, and I went to the other door, and you're like, oh, you gotta play this game now.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this, because you can do it.
Begin the game.
The end is never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end.
Loading. The end is loading.
Yeah.
This is loading a lot longer than I expected from a game in 2013.
Hey, look, it's got to get all the pretty up and running.
Well, we did turn all the graphics up.
We gotta... Though, I don't... Was there an option for, like, texture quality? That's usually the one that affects loading time. Because you load the bigger texture files.
Yeah.
Because I had that problem with the Total War games on my computer. I don't have enough... Like, my RAM is, like, the minimum requirement. So it's like... if I turn everything up to high, the game can handle it, but it takes forever to load.
Man named Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on
That sounds depressing.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Welcome to call center life.
He'd been made exactly for this job.
He'd been made exactly for this job. So first thing we're going to do is check if there are subtitles.
Oh,
something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Took him an hour to realize that?
Showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
You are in control now.
All right, let's see if we can get the subtitles.
Yeah, there should be. Check audio.
Sound quality, closed captioning?
Yeah,
that'll be. Closed to Steam. No, that's not all right.
Subtitles only is what we want.
Subtitles only?
Yeah, closed captioning will be like coughing sounds and stuff will be written on the buttons.
Yeah.
For people who are actually deaf.
Yeah.
We just want subtitles. But yes, you've been told...
How do I interact?
You don't right now.
Oh, there's a light lit up on this, and I feel like it's a voicemail, so I want to...
I would try E or F, but I think there'll be a prompt if you can interact with something.
It's making clicking noises.
Yeah, so that must be the button. There's just nothing to interact with.
Alright.
It may simply be a simple... Actually, walk up to a door. I'm pretty sure you can, like, rattle the door handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe.
Yes.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, there you go.
I turned it off. Where's the meeting room? Ah, no. Username.
Username access. That seems legit.
Yeah, I turned that one off too. Gotta save power. Kind of looks like everyone disappeared mid-action.
Everyone's gone to the Rapture. No, that's a different game.
Well, the like some things are left open. It's like,
yeah,
people were in the middle of something and they just disappeared.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he?
He did.
All right, fine.
I mean, you're in control here.
I guess that's true.
But I'm on the narrator's side. That's all.
No.
Stanley entered the door on the left. Didn't you hear him?
Yet there was not a single person.
Tips
there
for not
either.
getting fired.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a coworker dispute?
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more.
Then let it ball up inside you. It's a circle.
Use slides to assure employees that everything is okay.
Have a slick blue graphic header.
Everyone is unique, you most of all.
Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Wow, that took a lot out of me.
There's another letter.
But yeah,
monetize free to play. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, something says help. Help! I'm a post-it.
Hey, it's the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
The narrator will narrate whatever you do.
Stop being sassy. Don't sass me, narrator.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So if I stop listening to the narrator for a while, he'll eventually stop narrating what I'm doing?
No, he will continue narrating you for the entire game, no matter what you're doing.
Okay.
You are in complete control.
Good.
There is an ending for every place where you break up and do your own thing. And there are endings within those endings, because when you break off, you often go to new places where you can also then break off again. There's like 100 endings to this.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held
What a nice office.
What he could not have known was that the keypad
it's
behind
the logo
the
from the
boss's
game.
desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Luckily,
so the boss
he
had
could not have known
an
that.
Extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, here we go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keyboard, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
I did that in Broken Age. I mentioned to you the other day, I walked up to a puzzle and went random, and then it just resolved, and I was like, oh, I guess I didn't have to do anything, or could have done anything. Nope, I put in the random fucking code.
What did he say to do?
I'd turn around and look at the room.
Oh, big door. Gotcha.
The gigantic door that opened.
I've now gone outside the wall, outside the puzzles.
Yes.
GLaDOS is going to be pissed.
Behind the scenes.
GLaDOS.
You don't have a flashlight.
Or a portal gun.
This is probably fine.
It's creepy.
Loading. Wait for it.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
Just blow on the bottom of the
map.
mask if
Free to
it's...
think for himself, to question
if it's freaking out on you.
How did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
It never occurred to him. The question:
unanswered for long.
What the buttons he was pushing were doing.
What? Where
it's
am I going?
basically Lost. This is the plot to Lost.
Through the large
mind control facility.
Mind control facility.
He walked straight ahead, according to the narrator.
Escape. Well, alright.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Isn't this a thing from X-Men?
Did he
Am I Dr. Xavier?
Yeah, the, what is it called?
I can't remember.
Cerebro.
Cerebro, yeah. This is Cerebro. I want this coffee cup.
Yeah, you can't. It's a mimic.
It's a mimic.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature
fired.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yes.
Interesting.
You were mind-controlled into pushing those buttons. Or something.
Probably. They did say press the buttons, and I was pressing the buttons.
If you look around, there's probably
here we go, the
one
numbers.
still, there's probably one showing, like, what you're doing right now. But yeah.
Yeah. You're probably, well, you might be right, yeah.
427? Or it might just
427
be
right
your
there.
office.
Employee 427. It's probably my office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there you are. That's your life. On
I
a
can
screen.
just... Nope, okay.
No, but good instinct.
Just
This mind
jump out the
control
wall.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That
I mean,
his emotions
probably.
had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it.
I love
He
buttons.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It
I
was
do
unthinkable.
boring shit because
Wasn't
I
it?
like to do
Was it
boring
even
shit.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I wonder if listening to the narrator is the worst ending.
There are no bad
The heart
endings.
of the operation.
Well,
Controls
that's not true.
labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Destroy the mind control device.
What's those
There's a
buttons?
green button and a yellow button. You did it.
10.
Okay, I will say Game Design 101 right now.
Explore.
No.
Smash.
No.
Oh.
Go to the light source. Game designers put a light source over the place you need to go, so that you'll look at it and then go there.
To be fair, there's lots of light sources.
But there's only one lighting up a gigantic label that says Power Room.
Yeah, I know. I'm just pressing buttons.
But yes, these buttons will be of importance. But I was like, Game Design 101 here. They're clearly not doing anything right now.
What's this do?
I don't know, push it. Good work.
Line controls, idle, awaiting input. That's a giant screen. It's a little unnecessary. You'd kind of have to, like, turn.
Yeah.
Like Nick Fury in Avengers. You have to turn.
Okay, you watch that half of the
He
screen.
found solace
I'll watch
in
this.
his power.
Yeah.
He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place
So you
and to
can turn it
everything
off
it stood for.
or turn it on.
Alright, it's off. Hello? Hello?
Music's coming in.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations.
The machine. unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
So many puzzles.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed
Wait, where are
from
the
machine's
buttons?
grasp?
Where the hell am I?
They're gone. You turned it off.
Yeah, but the buttons don't just disappear because I turned it off.
Clearly they do. I mean, the evidence would suggest the opposite of what you're saying.
It was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal
This is a
had
giant
been to
door.
understand,
Yeah.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell
It's
him
kind of like Portal. You got outside.
or how to feel.
You achieved the first ending.
Whatever life he lives, it will be
Obedience.
Yeah, it actually may be called that.
It was perhaps
You got mind control.
It's like the
your job was
compliance-
to follow orders as mind control, and you mind control got listened to the
listen
narrator.
to the narrator. It's called like the compliance ending or
Stanley
the
felt
obedience
the cool
ending.
breeze
Yeah.
upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense
You've never been
possibility of
outside
the new
before.
path before him.
What do I do with my
This
life?
was exactly the way.
Go find some
right
buttons to
now,
push.
Yep.
the things were meant to happen, and Stanley was happy.
Was he though?
I mean, the narrator seems to think so.
Placebo effect. He's dead.